Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine.
Ma'am, I'll just introduce myself and also I'll introduce you as well, right?
Yes,
Hello, my name is Abesh.
fine.
I am the host for Cancer Healing Journey. Now, cancer is one of the deadliest disease which is in the rise in the recent years, and yet awareness and survivors about cancer is still not reached many households. The word cancer sends people into a desolate state. Survival rates, once diagnosed, is very less. Research has been taken into this subject where since more than 100 years and despite medical advances, there has been no easy cure for this disease. Strength does not come once in winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. But now there is a new way of hope. But his but it is not shaken your motive to help severe men and women in the society. You have built a strong relationship with oncologists and surgeons across Indore, which has enabled NGO to reach out patients and give first day of diagnosis. We have also counseled more than 1,000 women
Yes.
across various parts in Indore and grown the NGO to a group of 15 survivors and friends now who are now volunteers to help the disease. And please welcome Anuradha ma'am. Welcome to my show, Anuradha ma'am. Pleasure talking to you.
Hello,
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me about
hello.
yes, ma'am?
Myself Anuradha.
Can you tell me about your journey, ma'am?
Yeah, in 2008, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and my lump size was around 6 centimeters to 8 centimeters. So I had grade 3B breast cancer. Then I underwent surgery, 6 cycles of chemotherapy, and 5 weeks of radiation. The journey was very, you could say, um, full of adventures, like, but I didn't cry any day. I just thought that I have to live, I have to face the disease, I'm going to defeat the disease. With this moral, I started my journey. So in the difficult times of chemotherapy also, I kept myself boosting and kept confidence and positivity, so that all my family members and all the relatives during my journey were also positive with me, even in the bad times of the chemotherapy. There were days when I was not able to eat even a bite throughout the days for 7 days or 10 days, like. But then too, I just kept myself confident and positive and faced the journey.
When were you diagnosed and at what age?
I was 42 years.
How many cycles of
And I
chemo?
got diagnosed.
Yes, you got
Yeah, I
diagnosed.
got diagnosed on my birthday itself, 12th November.
Oh my God, that day would not be able for you to forget. I feel.
Yeah, sure.
So how
Then
many?
I underwent surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, 6 cycles of chemotherapy.
Oh, 6 cycles of chemotherapy. Ma'am, can you tell me about your treatment process?
And then, yes, as far as firstly, when I was diagnosed, I was just puzzled as everybody is. So I ran from here in Indore to Delhi to see some doctor over there. Then after meeting him, I thought it would be better if I undergo the treatment in my place itself, because post surgery will be more important caretaking. So I need to be in my place only. So I just went back to Indore, and then I um, consulted senior oncologist, oncosurgeon Dr. Dikpal Dharkar over here, and he just said he will operate you tomorrow. So on the 22nd November, I got operated. I got my mastectomy done as the lymph lump was very big. And I had axilla, maybe out of 33 lymph nodes, my 17 lymph nodes were positive. So I had undergone major surgery around 4 or 5 hours it took. And then after that, the reports, after the reports of the sample came, they planned 6 cycles of chemotherapy and then 5 weeks of radiation I took. And that time port was not so, you say कि इतना ज़्यादा लोग promote नहीं करते थे port को, तो I went all the chemotherapy through all my veins and hand.
Ma'am, did you face any like?
पर वो आवाज आनी बंद हो गई.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes. So I just wanted to ask you that, ma'am, what kind did you face any problems while your treatment process, or how did you overcome such kind of an obstacle?
Are you able to hear me? Hello.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Hello.
Yes. Are you able to hear me?
I'm able to hear you, ma'am. Perfect.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I just asked you that, are there any obstacles that you faced during your treatment process, or if anything, how was your obstacles that you have overcome?
Yeah, there was someone who helped me, except for my family members. The one who started the NGO Sangeeni, Dr. Anupam Maniegi. She helped me a lot. She was also undergoing the treatment, and she started Sangeeni because she was also a breast cancer survivor, and she was fighting the disease for the 3rd time. So she felt that there is need for so many patients to help this way. Then she was the one who counseled me after my first chemotherapy, and that gave me so much positivity. She guided me for the exercises, diet, and everything. And so I tried following her, and I got so positive with that I thought I'm also going to help the cancer patients after I get treated. And all my family members, my parents, I have a joint family, so all supported very well. So I didn't panic in any situation. I just kept positive and faced the situation.
Who helped you with your daily chores during your treatment?
Pardon?
Who helped you with your daily chores during your treatment? Who was there beside you standing during your treatment? Who helped you a lot?
Definitely. My husband, definitely, and my daughter, she was here with me. So both of them were the pillars for me during my treatment.
So how did you manage, how did you manage the same joy to make your kids comfortable and happy? What was your main initiative that made them to make them happy, and how was your feelings towards them?
Actually, after chemotherapy, everybody is so very negative and feels very negative, and you feel like crying always because there's so much of depression, so much of you are going through all those phases, mood swings and all. But as I had seen my aunt also facing the situation, she also had a breast cancer. So I just thought that this is a small period of time you have to go through. And if you keep confidence, I believe in one thing, that is have faith in God, have faith in your doctor, and have faith in yourself. Nothing is going to beat. You are going to get through any difficulty in the world, even if it's cancer or anything in the world. So during the treatment, I just kept these 3 things in my mind: having faith in God, having faith in doctor, and having faith in myself. And that confidence gave me to go through the journey of cancer.
How did you overcome your fears during your treatment?
I used to मंत्र जाप जिसको कहते हैं बहुत मैं करती थी, गायत्री मंत्र करती थी, फिर उसके बाद मैं महामृत्युंजय जाप भी करती थी, फिर रामायण के भी कुछ श्लोक। जब भी मुझे बहुत निगेटिविटी और लो फील होता था, आई यूज टू डू दैट, ताकि मेरा ध्यान अपने बॉडी से, अपनी डिजीज से डाइवर्ट हो सके और मेरे को रोना ना आके मैं उस चीज को पॉजिटिव, मतलब उसके थ्रू अपने आप को बूस्ट करती थी। तो खूब जोर जोर से गायत्री मंत्र बोलना है, या फिर मैं महामृत्युंजय जाप बोलती थी। जैसे रात में भी बहुत बार होता है, आपको नींद नहीं आती है, घर बाहर होने लगती है, घर के सब लोग सोए होते हैं, और फिर जैसे अब हस्बैंड तो दिन भर ही आपकी केयर करते हैं, फिर रात में वो अगर थके हुए सो रहे हैं तो हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता है कि हम उनको उठाएं और तंग करें। तो आई यूज टू स्टार्ट द जाप, और फिर कुछ थोड़ी देर जाप करने के बाद मुझे नींद आ जाती थी, ऐसा। तो दैट आल्सो गिव मी स्ट्रेंथ।
Ma'am, how have your lives changed, as a result of a cancer experience?
Yeah, my life has changed. मतलब I would like to thank कैंसर कि मेरी लाइफ में कैंसर आया, तो उसके बाद मेरा जीवन बहुत ज़्यादा ही बदल गया। मतलब पहले ये था कि my father is a senior lawyer over here and my husband is a architect, so they are both very well renowned. So I was daughter of Mr. P.K. Saxena and wife of Mr. Charulata Saxena. But after my cancer, I got my recognition, and now I hold for myself. I have a place in the town. So many people know me by my name, and I have achieved so much. I just can't say. Actually, helping people. After my treatment, I started helping and counseling people. मेरी जब रेडिएशंस खत्म होने वाली थी, माय हस्बैंड इज इन एंजाइना पेन, तो उनको लेकर के हम दिल्ली गए थे ट्रीटमेंट के लिए। तो वहाँ पर ही बाईपास सर्जरी, तो वहाँ पर मैं दो एक पेशेंट्स जिनको कैंसर हुआ था उसी हॉस्पिटल में, दे वर डिस्कसिंग कि इसको कैंसर हुआ था, तो दे वर सो वेरी अफ्रेड। तो आई स्टार्टेड काउंसलिंग देम एंड देन आई सेड कि अभी मैं रिसेंटली इस दौर से गुजरी हूँ एंड सी आई एम वेल, सो ऐसे चिंता नहीं करना, अब आजकल कैंसर का ट्रीटमेंट बहुत अच्छा आ गया है, तो एवरीबडी कैन हील लाइक, और हम इस जर्नी को क्रॉस करके और अच्छे होके खड़े हो जाते हैं। उसके बाद से आई स्टार्टेड काउंसलिंग। तो ये मेरे को इतना सेटिस्फेक्शन देता था कि किसी को भी हेल्प करके, और फिर जब अपन उनको ये मैसेज देते हैं कि मैं इस जर्नी के थ्रू जा चुकी हूँ, तो वो बहुत पॉजिटिव उससे देखते हैं। तो फिर आई मेड कि मेरा अब ये मोटो मोटो ही हो गया था लाइफ में कि जो भी कैंसर पेशेंट्स हैं मुझे उनकी मतलब हेल्प करनी है। बेसिकली ब्रेस्ट कैंसर के पेशेंट्स के साथ क्या होता है कि कोई भी विमेन को अगर आप बोलते हैं कि आपको सर्जरी में ब्रेस्ट लूज हो जाएगा, तो बहुत ज़्यादा दुख होता है, कोई भी वुमेन के लिए बहुत सेंसिटिव पार्ट होता है ब्रेस्ट लूज करना। तो फिर आई स्टार्टेड कॉन्टेक्टिंग डॉक्टर्स, ऑन्को सर्जन्स, so that whenever a lady is diagnosed with breast cancer, I am there to help her. तो मैं जाके उनको फिर बोलती थी कि कोई बात नहीं है, हमारे लिए उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है जितना कि हमारे लिए लाइफ इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो हम इस जर्नी को साथ में करेंगे। तो फ्रॉम द डे ऑफ द डायग्नोसिस आई जस्ट वाज देयर विद द पेशेंट्स, सो दैट पूरी जर्नी में उनको जो भी क्वेरीज हो, बहुत सारी क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जो कि पेशेंट्स डॉक्टर से नहीं पूछ पाते हैं, और डॉक्टर्स को टाइम भी नहीं होता एक्चुअली बहुत सारी क्वेरीज आंसर करने के लिए। तो आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दैट, और फिर उससे मुझे बहुत सेटिस्फेक्शन मिला। एंड अब पिछले 10 साल से मैं ये काम कर रही हूँ, और फिर इसमें मुझे ये लगा कि बहुत सारी अवेयरनेस की ज़रूरत है। तो हम लोगों ने एक सेल्फ ब्रेस्ट एग्जामिनेशन का प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट किया। तो अभी तक हम 125 ब्रेस्ट कैंसर अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम्स कंडक्ट कर चुके हैं, क्योंकि हम ऐसा समझते हैं कि अर्ली डायग्नोसिस जितनी जल्दी होगा उतना पेशेंट को सफरिंग कम रहेगा। हमको तो जो हो गया सो हो गया, बट किसी और को ना हो, तो इसलिए हम लोग ये भी करते हैं।
Ma'am, what would be your message to people who are fighting such kind of cancers? What would be your positive message, and how can you give that such kind of inspiration to them that yes, they can fight this cancer? There is nothing wrong, that there is nothing making yourself negativity that no, I can't get this cancer cured or something. So people are there that who can't fight the cancer giving things. So what do you suggest people that what is the best meditation or mediation that you can give them as a suggestion for them. So what is your message to them?
Yeah, I just tell them that this is a short marathon. You are just given a torch. You have to carry that to the final destination. So it's a small, basically a small journey of 6 months, or rather 8 months, maximum 10 months, 12 months or so. So you have to carry that, and think that you have to reach the destination, and you are not going to sit in the journey. So you are going to fight, 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 and you are going to reach the destination. So this is the moral that you have to carry, that I am going to win it. This is the only and only thing that makes you confident. Another thing is, have faith in your doctor, have faith in God, have faith in your doctor, and have faith in yourself. That is most important. Having, if you don't lose confidence, then it helps through the journey. आपको जर्नी तो करनी है. बेसिकली ये है कि आपको उस डिजीज के लिए एक्सेप्टेंस आ जाना चाहिए कि ठीक है, अगर ये आ भी गया है तो आई एम गोइंग टू फेस इट, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, और मैं इससे पूरे अच्छे होकर के बाहर निकलूंगी ऐसे.
Ma'am, I've also seen that you've been treating, you're looking after 1,000 women. So how do you get that positivity that yes, I can see more people than that, and I can be one among them, or I have that capacity, or I have that capabilities to show people and to start an NGO, NGO thing, looking for women about looking about their cancers, and also how do you feel yourself that where have you reached, or is this the main thing that you have treated yourself, or you have been through such kind of a journey, or how do you feel this could be taken up again?
Basically, when I was a cancer patient, Anupama Negi helped me a lot. She was the only one who started the NGO, and she died in 2011. So when she was in her last moments, she just wanted to know who is going to run the Sangini now. And I have done so much for so many people. So what will be happening to this NGO? So I took the responsibility, and I told her that I also feel that this is a very good job, and I just wanted to help you ever and always. So I just came forward, and then I started taking decisions and helping people. Then in the starting, I faced so many problems because Dr. Anupama Negi was she was doctor herself, and she had a great circle of all the doctors, even oncologists and everyone. But when I started doing so, people didn't have confidence that I would be able to run the institution because I was not non-medical. Then I started getting to the oncosurgeons, started telling them that please refer the patients so that I can counsel them. And when I go and meet the patients, and then I tell them that I have gone through all the journey, all these things, surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, and the same way you are also going to get through it. And after looking at me, are you able to guess that I had also gone through the journey? So nobody was able to see, nobody was able to guess कि अच्छा मेरे साथ भी ये सब कुछ हुआ है. So after seeing me, they were so very positive, and then they started having faith in me, and then they start sharing their problems, any problem, and I tell them कि I am always there 24/7. I know आपको रात में नींद भी नहीं आती है, आपको कभी डिप्रेशन होता है, तो please call me, I am available 24/7. Then people started having faith in me. Oncosurgeons also started having faith in me, and this way the journey started. First 2-3 years, I only counseled around 200 or 300 patients, like. But then after that, the network grew strong, and then I started making a team of volunteers actually, so that as in the whole part of the city, we can reach all the patients through all the hospitals. So I have a team of 15 volunteers now in another different part of the cities. And then we go and counsel the patients in the hospitals. From the day one, actually we want to be in the journey with the patient when the day she is diagnosed. Because that day is the most important, when you need someone to share with and ask them whatever problems, whatever queries you have in mind. So trying to solve that.
So, ma'am, I just wanted to ask you that what are the positive feedbacks that your patients have given you, and whatever concern you have given to your caretakers or your people who come forward and attend this kind of a session. So, what have they given to you that you're doing a good job or you're helping others? So, what kind of feedback that they've given you so far till date?
So many. I just some of my young patients see as me as their mom. They just say me कि आप हमारी दूसरी माँ हो. जो बातें हम अपनी माँ से भी नहीं कर पाते हैं आपसे कर लेते हैं. Same as if you know आप लोगों ने कल नेहा को इंटरव्यू किया था. नेहा, she is also like a daughter to me. So many patients are like daughters to me, and so many are friends to me. तो कुछ भी हम पूरी लाइफ की सारी चीजें शेयर करते हैं. Basically, the bonding is we never knew each other before the cancer came. After cancer came, we are now a group. So we are so free to each other. We share each and every problem, even if they're family problems or anything. मतलब कुछ भी जो आपको लगता है, तो we are free कि हम सब share कर सकते हैं. And we have such a great bonding. तो मैं अपने volunteers और अपने group को बोलती हूँ कि मेरा कुनबा है ये. As
Very nice, ma'am. I'm very happy to interview you, and you have given up such kind of motivation and inspiration to many. And I look forward that you keep doing your success and you live your own life to yourself, and that you have such brave attitude, and you are such a motivating person as well. You keep giving a positive feedback, positiveness in yourself, and I'm really happy that I've been looking after you and speaking up to you in this episode. Maybe forward, I would be looking after you coming and speaking to many people around, so that maybe we'll have a session on that as well in the coming days and coming future. Maybe we will be calling you on that regards, so that maybe you can speak in front of many people and motivate them, giving up your own sessions, what have gone through, and how people can look forward into this session, and motivating others as well, where people can be from a cancer background or from another background, whatever it may be, or whatever they've suffered a lot in their life. So how motivation can you give them? We would be doing such kind of programs in coming days. So I would be hoping you to see there and them itself, ma'am. I would be pleasure talking to you, and it's been a nice no a nice night. It's been a nice conversation having with you, ma'am. Thank you so much for speaking to me. It was a wonderful time. Maybe I hope that you would have the same positive feeling in yours and keep progressing in your life, ma'am. Thank you so much for speaking to me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you. And I just wanted to share कि हम लोग marathon में भी participate करते हैं. I have conducted fashion shows even for my patients, so that to give the message to the society that even after fighting with cancer, we call ourselves as विजेता. तो संजीवनी में हम सब अपने आप को विजेता ही रेफर करते हैं. तो विजेता है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि लोग हम पर पिटी करें. We don't want anybody to have अरे इसको कैंसर है तो क्या होगा, लाइक वो वाली चीजें नहीं. तो since last 5 years we are participating in marathon, Indore marathon, and we have conducted a fashion show in which the show's stopper was a Bali woman.
Okay.
7 days पहले उसकी chemotherapy हुई थी. ऐसा. तो just to spread positivity कि अगर ऐसा नहीं है कि cancer is just a word, not a death sentence. I want to give the message.
100%, yes.
That it is only a word, not a death sentence. So you need not to worry.
Correct.
Just boost up and face the situation, and you are going to win the situation.
Ma'am, is this like is this thing that you are giving an awareness for people who are having a cancer survivors or a cancer getting treated? So is this an awareness creating from you or from your own groups?
We are creating awareness to all those going through the cancer treatment, but all those who are not facing cancer even. But we are giving awareness programs in educational institutes, staff members of their institutes, and so many corporate sections where all the women. So we gather them, we give a PowerPoint presentation around 40-45 minutes in which we teach women self-defense examination. And we say them that we think that if we are saying it to you, you please pass it on to 2 or 3 members in your family, and try to gift mammography and such investigations to your elders in the house, दादी नानी जिनकी बर्थडेज पे आप गिफ्ट करना चाहते हैं, तो try to give them कि आप एक mammography करा लो, जांच करा लो, तो that gives कि उससे हमको ये लगता है जितने लोग इस डिजीज से बच सके, जितनी अर्ली डिटेक्शन हो सके, इसलिए हम लोग मतलब अगर 20 लोगों का ग्रुप भी है, किटी पार्टीज के भी जो लेडीज कॉल करती है, 20 लोगों का भी ग्रुप है, तो हम जाके वहाँ पे भी अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम सिखाते हैं, और इवन 500 लेडीज भी हैं तो भी हम जा करके उसमें उनको सेल्फ ब्रेस्ट एग्जामिनेशन.
In fact, to be honest, ma'am, I feel that I am motivated by your speech. I am inspired by your speech. In fact, having so much less conversation as a lift clock, I feel that I am motivated by you, and I feel that I have the positivity in myself that yes, I can do it. So it's all your inspiration and your strengths that you give it to others, and it is all motivated by you, so that where people can understand and where people can look forward to make such kind of make such kind of a bonding with each other, where people can grow each other, where they can grow wherever they want, or if they have any such kind of a chain, supply chain, maybe if you pass one information to other, maybe that information will be passed on to two or three members, and that two or three members can pass it to, so it's like a supply chain, it's like a food chain where the information keeps passing on, and people look forward to come in such kind of a success, and I very much hope that you have a good life ahead, ma'am, and I'm really hats off to you, to your struggles, what you have struggled in your own career. Even I feel that you are brave enough, and you're all optimistic, and also you are all ready to face the endangers, and what you have faced. That's really huge, remarkable, ma'am. That cannot be taught at all. So I'm very happy to share my views, and I'm happy to share your views. So this is really a big drastic situation where people can understand and motivate each other at a time, because this cancer thing has been looking after, and it's been in a rise from last year. This year it keeps on rising day by day and years by years. So we want to stop this cancer, where people can come can look forward and understand this, what how can it be served to people, to women or men, it could be, so it could be any such kind of cancer diseases. So this disease or this cancer can be cured. That is the all what we are looking out for, ma'am. And pleasure talking to you. Pleasure talking to you, Anuradha, ma'am.
So, one more thing I want to share.
Yes, ma'am.
In MP, at our center, we are having a lymphopress machine. So we conduct lymphedema management clinic also. We teach patients exercise, massage, bandaging, and we give lymphopress machine sittings also.
Okay.
So we generally conduct workshop for that also, once or twice a year or so. And in Sangeeni, we conduct a program, an annual program once a year.
Awesome.
In which all the survivors, all the Vijetas are there participating, anything, dance, drama, from the MOC to the any program, any type of work they are able to do. So there are so many patients who have come on the stage for the first time. They were so, I can say, कि going stage fear और ये सब था. अब उन लोगों को इतना कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया कि दे लुक फॉरवर्ड, मैम अब अगला क्या करवाने वाले हो, अब हमको अगला.
Super, ma'am, super. That's a really big thing, ma'am. That's a really big thing.
फर्स्ट टाइम स्टेज पर जाते हैं तो उनकी फैमिली के जो लोग होते हैं, दे स्टार्ट क्राइंग, क्योंकि उन्होंने उनको उस जर्नी में देखा था जब कीमोथेरेपी में और उस बैड फेज में वो लोग थे, और फिर उसके बाद वो उनको स्टेज पे देखते हैं तो दे फील सो हैप्पी कि अरे कितना इसमें कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, एंड यू आर बैक टू लाइफ. नहीं तो बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं कि जो डिजीज में अपने आप को आइसोलेट कर लेते हैं, देन दे गो इनटू डिप्रेशन. तो मैं एक मैसेज लोगों को ये भी देना चाहती हूँ कि आप अपनी डिजीज को एक तो छुपाएं नहीं. आपकी डिजीज अगर डायग्नोज हो गई है तो लोगों को बताएं एंड टेल देम कि हाउ ब्रेवली आई एम फेसिंग दैट. मुझे ये डिजीज छुपाने की जरूरत नहीं है. कितना भी कोई निगेटिव बात करे उससे मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. मैं इस डिजीज से विन करके बाहर निकलूंगी और मुझे इस डिजीज को छुपाना नहीं है. मतलब मेरा जब कीमोथेरेपी चल रहा था तो आई वाज सो कॉन्फिडेंट. मैं अपना स्कार्फ पहन के आई यूज्ड टू गो टू शॉपिंग मॉल्स, पेंटालून्स एंड एवरीवेयर. आई नेवर थॉट कि मेरी लुक्स कैसे हो रहे हैं, बगैर बाल के मेरे कैसा लग रहा है, कि विग्स पहन के जाना चाहिए और ऐसा. बट फ्रॉम संगिनी वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग artificial breast and wigs to the patients also.
Very nice, ma'am.
We
Very
keep,
nice.
हाँ, we keep the wigs and all. और वही बात है, hair loss जब होता है जैसे बहुत सारे patients को, तो I go and tell them कि अगर आपका hair loss हुआ है, so this is a very good indication that you are getting the treatment in the right direction and it's a positive sign. So they get happy. नहीं तो उसके पहले बाल चले गए तो everybody, कितने ladies होती जो hair comb भी नहीं करती है इस वजह से कि उनके बाल चले जाएंगे. But after meeting them, I tell कि अगर आपके बाल गए हैं तो that is so very good. Then they start having confidence in them कि ठीक है बाल नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं, मैं disease से अच्छे से fight कर रही हूँ और मैं इससे बाहर निकलूंगी.
Ma'am, one more thing I just wanted to ask you that people are there who are not able to showcase their fear in themselves. Like you mentioned that once you have that fear among you that they don't tell it to others, they don't tell it to parents, because I've been going through some of my contacts and they say that I don't tell it to my mom, even if their mom has the cancer, it could be a breast cancer or it could be an ovarian cancer, it could be a lung cancer. So I've gone through such kind of patients that her mother itself doesn't know what kind of a cancer is she going on, whether she has or no, but they feel that if they say that okay, it will be spread over to everyone in our family, so I do want such things to be done. So what do you say for those people who don't want to showcase their feelings and don't want to showcase their don't want to showcase their cancer,
Diseases.
yes, cancer disease. So what do you say for such kind of a person, because they don't want to open up and say that yes, mama, you have a cancer, you can't, you don't want to say that, so that feels little awkward to say, and they feel that very, they're very desolated as well, so they don't want to be disturbed, they don't want to be in a agitated mind. So what do you say for those people who can come forward and understand such kind of things? Yes, I can stay forward, I can come, I am that brave person and I know how to fight with this disease. So how do you give that positivity in them, ma'am?
हाँ, मैं उनको जाकर के बोलती हूँ कि ये डिजीज आपको जो हुई है ये उससे बेटर है, जैसे जिससे किसी को अगर डायबिटीज हो जाती है तो वो आपके साथ लाइफ लॉन्ग रहती है. बट ये कैंसर वाली जो डिजीज है ये तो एक शॉर्ट टर्म है, आप इसको एक पर्टिकुलर पीरियड तक ट्रीट करेंगे और उसके बाद आपको सिर्फ फॉलो अप रखना है, तो आपको इससे घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. बल्कि जो डायबिटीज वाले पेशेंट्स रहते हैं दैट इज अ साइलेंट किलर. एक बार आपको लग गई डायबिटीज तो आप उससे छुटकारा नहीं पा सकते. बट कैंसर ऐसी डिजीज नहीं है, कैंसर से आपने अपना 6-8 months 1 year जो भी आपका ट्रीटमेंट का पीरियड है वो आपने काट लिया एंड देन यू हैव टू नेवर लुक बैक, बट जस्ट कीप योरसेल्फ फिट, एक्सरसाइजिंग, डाइट कंट्रोल एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड देन डोंट लुक बैक कि मुझे ऐसा कुछ हुआ. स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड. यू नेवर नो, एवरीबडी नेवर नोज कि उसकी डेथ कैसे होगी, बट मुझे जीवन जीना कैसे है ये मेरे हाथ में. मरना तो सभी का तय है, एक दिन सबकी डेथ होनी है, किसी की कैंसर से होगी, किसी से एक्सीडेंट से होगी, किसी की नेचुरल डेथ भी होगी. सो एवरीबडी इज गोइंग टू डाई. बट ये हमारे पास चॉइस नहीं कि हम मरेंगे कैसे, बट हमारे पास चॉइस ये है कि हम जिंदा कैसे रह सकते हैं और हर एक मतलब अपने हर एक दिन को कितना अच्छा बना सकते हैं. तो ये हम उनको जाकर के बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, ये छोटा सा पीरियड निकल जाएगा, ये कोई अब डेडली डिजीज नहीं है. आजकल बहुत अच्छी रिसर्च हो गई. मेरे पास मेरे एनजीओ में हम 700 to 800 पेशेंट्स रजिस्टर्ड हैं अभी, और जिन लोगों का 32 इयर्स पहले भी ट्रीटमेंट हो चुका है दे आर स्टिल सेफ. मतलब वो तब तो इतना अच्छा ट्रीटमेंट भी नहीं होता था 32 इयर्स बैक, तो वो लोग भी आज तक ठीक है. तो जब वो ठीक हो सकते हैं तो हम क्यों नहीं हो सकते. और बेसिकली आपको अपने आप में ही कॉन्फिडेंस रखना होता है कि मैं ठीक होके रहूंगी और मुझे अच्छा होना है अपने पति के लिए, अपने बच्चों के लिए. इस तरीके से.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving such kind of a positive.
और मैंने अपने अवार्ड्स के बारे में भी आपको लिखा था.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, you can tell what all awards have you won, ma'am?
हाँ, एक्चुअली अभी रिसेंटली मुझे बेबी अवार्ड मिला था न्यू इंडियन एक्सप्रेस की ओर से. उन्होंने 15 वुमेन फ्रॉम एमपी सिलेक्ट किए थे, सो आई वाज वन अमंग्स देम. और award was handed over by Chief Minister Kamal Nath. He was the Chief Minister then. और उसके अलावा मुझे एक 51 मोस्ट इन्फ्लुएंशियल women in इंदौर का अवार्ड भी मिल चुका है ब्रिज भूमि फाउंडेशन की ओर से, whose mentor is हेमा मालिनी. और फिर लोकल लेवल पे लॉयंस से, रोटरी से, and USM से, Universal Solidarity Movement, and Akhil Bhartiya. And recently I also got an academy school for bringing the new wave in the society, like for caring others. Devratha Award that was, and the one I got from Indian Express was Devi Award for not letting cancer in coming the way of caring others.
Wow.
So I have been working in this field since last 10 years. Counseled so many patients along with their families. Whenever I go for counseling, I counsel the patient and their family members also, because it's also very necessary. They need to be also counseled. During chemotherapy, they don't know कि क्या खाना है क्या नहीं. Everybody thinks that patient ने कुछ खाया नहीं. So I also advise them the diet plans and what exercises and what all to do during the chemotherapy when you feel negative.
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. It was actually a huge. Actually, I should give you a huge round of applause that you have achieved so much, and that the government has recognized your work and your skills that you have proven up to them up to their mark, because people have been there looking, serving the people as well, but they have only not got anything recognized from the government. But you have got, because you're doing such kind of a social work as well. You're doing, you're helping people as well. So these are the things that where government can recognize, and where people can bring up in the future, that maybe let them grow as well along with along with people, at least let them also grow. Such kind of initiative maybe that was taken as a extreme level. So I really appreciate on this, ma'am. And yeah, thank you so much for talking to us, ma'am. I hope that next time whenever we talk, maybe you would be on a stage and you would be you'd be giving your motivation speeches as well as your inspirational speeches to people around us, to around our circle, whoever are present out there. Maybe would be helping those people inspire you, and maybe the life goes on and on and on in that level, ma'am. So till now, thank you so much for your thank you so much for your time, ma'am. It was pleasure talking to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye, ma'am.
Bye.